Hey everybody, I'm gonna do a quick mind check while the music is playing. Hey everybody, I'm gonna do a quick mind check while the music is playing. Okay, apparently you can't hear the music, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off. If my computer works. Okay. So guys, I'm here today to talk about the NHL video games, especially NHL 21. However, I'm also going to do some plus stuff, meaning I'm going to try to show you the creative teams that I have, or the things that I like about this game and the things that I don't. And then I'm going to also talk about where I might have to change my mind about PlayStation. And if you watched any of my videos in the past, present, future, so on and so forth, you would know I am definitely a PlayStation guy. In other news, also in this broadcast, I also want to talk about hockey season is back, everybody. Woo! Yes! Let's go, Canes. I'm always about the Hurricanes, man. And yes, it is my favorite team in this game. Anywho, let's get it started. I'm going to slide to the left and I'm going to show you. Everybody. I'm going to show you what we got, and these are usually my top three that I enjoy playing. Creation Zone is my number one pick, but I put play now just so I can go and play or watch a game. Yes, when hockey season is over, having these games helps me a whole lot during the off season, where I can put and watch any hockey team versus any hockey. I love to do that so much. Sorry guys, I pressed a button. So this being, I'm going to start with play now, and here's the reason why. I actually want to show a few jerseys that they have added in this game compared to previous that I have seen. Okay, so I'm just going to click the Hurricanes, and I'm going to show you a few jerseys. All right, now I like how they updated. Since I'm a Hurricanes fan, I'm up to date with all the jerseys now. All right, including the away jersey, which this is a whole. Do you agree? Yeah, I agree. This is a whole lot better than what they had years previous, because that was such a plain Jane jersey. And I like the Canes across. They brought the squares back. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And of course, my new favorite alternate jersey, because it has the Carolina logo in between the flags. Look at it, get a picture of it. You don't believe me? Just look at it. This best jersey by far for their third jersey. Now I want to go to those practice jerseys that the Hurricanes or any team, really any team uses. Uh, Here it is. Here's the camo one, which I don't see how they call it camo, because that ain't really camo, but it is a green, dark army green color, and that is they'll wear this for Memorial Days or military appreciation stuff. And and they never added these jerseys in previous games, as far as I know. I skip a year. So I don't know if they put this in the NHL 20 or not, but I kind of like this version for the 2021. Also, hockey does Hockey Fights Cancer Month. They added that jersey in here, and that is pretty sweet, because it keeps reminding you, you need to fight cancer as hard as you can. And and it's a serious disease. And speaking of disease, you know what? I won't go into Corona. I won't. I just won't. I'll leave that alone. I'll leave that alone. But anywho, thanks to the Corona, we have a shortened hockey season, and fans cannot go in the stadiums as of right now. I am already prepared. I've already got my hockey masks ready, and I might show you that before this video is over. But getting back to this game, I like how they added these two jerseys, and you can get these jerseys on every team in the game. So every team gets those two jerseys with their logo. It's awesome. It is great. That is also what I like, or how they added to this game. The scoreboard as well is on the bottom of your screen instead of like the top where when you watch TV. Okay, I kind of like that concept, and I don't. I guess I'm used to the uh, top of the corner scoreboard, but you know, you gotta change it up where you can. So that's kind of the few things that I like on the Play It Now stuff. A lot of cool stuff. And this is where I'm going to spend most of my video today. The creation zone. I I have to say, guys, y'all have not updated your creation zone in forever, and I got a few problems. And I hope the NHL guys who works on these games for EA Sports can fix my problem. And most of my problem is coming from creative teams. And I hope somebody already gets this joke, that I'm hoping somebody gets this unsaid joke in in this uh, in this video. Okay, I'm gonna not say it whatsoever of the joke that I hope y'all can get. However, I will go into let's see, logos and branding first. And yep, so somebody comment if you're watching this. Please, somebody comment. I need to know if anybody got this joke. Alright, so we're going in here, and the logo styles are let down. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. These are a letdown. Hold on, how do I get to my list? Select. Oh. Oh crap, guys. My bad. I'm sorry. You know what? I forgot. I'm so used to the old school. Oh, that is my bad. I am so bad at that. My bad. Okay, you got your NHL logos. You click the Mighty Ducks. Somehow the Mighty Ducks are always first. You got your normal NHL team logos, which, woo, yay, okay, woo. So fantastic. All right. That's your basic logos. So, yeah, okay. Spot on. All the logos for all the levels of hockey. You've got them. I don't even know why they added these. I really don't. They're just. I don't know. I mean, really. What's the deal with this one? I don't get it. I don't see why they added it. There's. I don't get it. Okay? If somebody can explain that to me, I would greatly appreciate it. Custom logos. This right here should be one of the main priorities that NHL should fix. And here is my reason why. They have not updated custom logos in forever. Ever. I mean, really, come on, guys. Can we get some? I mean, somebody has an imagination somewhere, right? I mean, really. And here's why I say they need to get more custom logos, because usually when I do creative teams, I'm looking for a name that will go correspondent with the logo. And I'm just going to quickly scroll up and show you the more logos that they've got. And if you saw my video creative teams last time, I used the dragon and created a team called the Golden Dragons, which that fit because they had a logo for it. Uh, 9 times out of 10, I am trying to come up with what team name I would call. I mean, the Boomboxers. I don't even think they got the Boomboxers on their words play-by-play list. I mean, for real. Come on. Uh, Music hipsters? I don't know. They don't even got that on there. If they do, let me know. You know? Uh, and I also try to do this. What logo we've got that I can actually form a decent mascot with. And I'll get more into mascots later because they haven't updated that in years neither. And that's also going to go along with my joke. Uh, so, I mean, all these have been in previous NHL games. There's no new logo. And out of all these logos, there's nothing for me to actually play with. I mean, come on. I don't know. Egyptians? The mummies? I mean, I couldn't even, with that logo, I couldn't even make a decent mascot. I'm sorry, guys. That is. Okay. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it at all. I mean, robbers, maybe. I mean, you got their traditional logo. Who's gonna call their team the EA Sports though? I mean, really. Uh, EA Hawks. You know, I'm gonna quit. There's no way. But you know, some of these they got a name for, some of them they don't, and it's kind of hard to pick certain logos just because you know you want to try to get it with the play-by-play action as well, and that's what I try to do, and I've been wanting to do it, but I can't. And I mean, for my running joke, if you haven't got it yet, Among Us. This is the closest logo I could find for Among Us. And if they didn't have it, that was going to be the worst Among Us logo that I'm just glad they had an astronaut. I made it close. Okay, so that is the logo problem I had. You, they just, I mean, you only had two astronauts anyway, and you can't really make a third logo when you only have two. So I really didn't like that. Didn't like that. They did not update none of the logos. I mean, for at least custom logos, have it a way where we can actually add shapes to ourselves and we can create in game. Kind of like what they did in Call of Duty World War II. They gave you shapes and you could create your own call sign. I mean, that's something that, you know, you would think NHL put in custom logos or put a system in where you can build your own logo. That ain't a bad idea, guys. Get on it. For EA, for me to get another NHL future number, they would have to do something about that create a logos, because that custom logo, it ain't really custom for the players, just because you've got certain logos that your team creators have created. Not so much into where the team logo is created by us, the players, who think, oh, custom logo, I can create one. Oh, wait, no, I can't. You only have those certain few. Moving along, though, uh, just logos, the player can create their logo, give us some shapes where we can do it ourselves. Uh, let's go to the mascot. Now, when I got the NHL 19, I thought this was the most amazing feature in the game that they added, where you can create your own mascot now, and you see him when you're playing. You can see him rolling around the stadium in his costume. Now again, I try to do Among Us, and this was the best I can do. Uh, I had to use a ninja head. I mean, again, that will go back to you have an astronaut logo, but you really didn't have an astronaut kind of looking headpiece. I mean, for the mascots in general, guys, I mean, look at this. You don't have that many headpieces to begin with. And for this creative team thing, I would really like to have more options in this. Me personally, I think they're only using the headpieces that you have seen in the NHL or at a hockey game. Uh, Again, there's not really much creativity in these headpieces. Yes, I'm going to be a stickler about it because that's exactly how I feel about this. Like I said, I did the best I can with a ninja head. I try to hide it. I really did. I really try to hide it, but there's so much you can hide, and the headband is being one of them. So that is my little Among Us character. Which, if you had a logo for an astronaut, you should at least have an astronaut head. I mean, come on, guys. Simple. Simple fixes. Really simple fixes. Uh, so, that's what I have about the mascot game. And even the bodies. Let's go to the bodies real quick. I mean, look, that's all you've got. Uh, that's literally all you've got. And if somebody says that's all you need, man, excuse me, you need to rethink this. There's more than just these body types. I'm sorry. I mean, look, my Among Us guy is not gonna look great in a furry outfit like that. I'm sorry, man. I even tried this, but look, you gave me a tail. I mean, if the boots look alright, but the tail, no, man. There's not that many body types you can play with, and they won't even. It's just no. It just doesn't work. They only put a few. I mean, speaking of which, where's the Stormy body at? I mean, is this gonna be? Is that gonna count for Stormy? You know what? Let's go back to the heads. I mean, they don't even really got the pig head, really. I mean, they got a horse, or is that a pig? No, that's a horse. Uh, that's a gremlin. uh, they don't. That's the closest thing you got to a pig. I mean, they really need some work with these. I mean, they should at least add the original headpieces that you have seen in the past or seen recently, or something you can create. But no, you're limited in this field of creation details, and it's just not there, guys. I'm sorry. The only reason I buy these games are for the creative teams and not for that. Uh, what is it? NHL online multiplayer thing, which is stupid, waste of money. I can play something else That's no. It's now the rosters and everything works like normal. The arenas works like normal. Uh, Not much has changed here either. Uh, Not really that much artistic stuff we can do here. Uh, it's all set in stone. I mean, the TVs. This is all the TVs you've got, and I mean, can we have a sci-fi one just for laughs? That would be nice. Sci-fi, like Star Trek-y version something. I don't know. These are year to year. These are plain and getting plainer. The only reason I got this one was because it it looks big. It looks nice. That's the only reason. The rest of these, there's not that creative and creative teams anymore. And I think nobody I don't think the creators think that this is like, oh, this ain't our game seller, blah blah blah. We ain't paying attention to this because people want to play some other stuff like threes or chill stuff. Now that is fun. I will admit they have some great stuff, but I'm not doing that video for this because I haven't played those yet, or not good. Now the pro am stuff, uh, I've played a little, and they've actually got a few new challenges which I really like. Um, I actually like them where they added this winter chill stuff because this is pretty awesome on how it's all the games are outside. You're not in a stadium, and you got created players and all this. Hold on a minute. I swear I put my thing on the wrong side of the screen this time. But I do like the customizations. They have done okay with that stuff. Mine looks kind of basic just because I haven't played it that much. I mean, look, I'm still level 5 and I like I like the creation stuff they did with the player. The player has enough of creations in it. I mean, it literally for my face that I got covered took me about an hour because the customizations were that great. Uh, but yeah, I mean, creative player, fine. Now I do got this on the creative player, and that's on both the World of Chill and just regular multiplayer. Increase your names. I mean, this year I finally found Atkins for this uh, for creative player, and dude, I've been every game I go to find a play-by-play name. I could never use Atkins. This is the first game that I bought, and like I said, I skip a year. Then I've got Atkins. Usually, it sounds the same. I go to uh, Atkinson, and they don't even got that on here. Yeah, they don't even got it on here this time. But the names are very limited. I mean, can you just use the whole name of like everybody's last name in America and Canada? Russia too? I guess I don't know. I mean, the names are very limited, and most of that is because they're only listing names, yelling out names who play in the NHL. Last time I checked, I have not heard anybody's last name Atkins, but somebody had the right idea to add it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I love how you added Atkins because now I can use my real name. So I can use my last name. That is fantastic for me. Uh, Again, guys, I'm Firebug on this, but yeah, okay, there you go. So the player creation, it is phenomenal. I like what they can keep that, no changes to that. But the creative teams, they need to work on the creative teams. I mean, they have to do a lot of work in the fact that they just that's the only reason I buy this game is for the creation team zone. And now if we look, okay, I'm gonna slide to the left or to the right, however y'all looking at this, left. Uh, all these stuffs on here. NHL threes, I always like it because that's a good online multiplayer, quick games. And again, you use your create a character, and I like that. One thing that I have various played is the online versus, which I do need to try something out on that. See if I can use creative teams for that. If I can't, that's gonna be a sad day. Sad day. Which if they don't, and you could probably comment at the bottom to see if we can or cannot. Why can't we? That'd be a good question for the EA guys that create the NHL series. Why can't we use our creative teams? You know what? Let's go in and try this now, if we can. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. Let me see if it let me pick my team. First, I don't think it is. Yes, it does. And it is not letting me. Nope. Creative teams is not on here because usually when I go up on the regular stuff, yeah, I'm kind of mad about that then. You cannot use creative team, which doesn't make sense to me. I think we should be able to use it. That is another thing I would tell the NHL guys. That is something worth looking into. I mean, especially when you're playing against friends, right? Wouldn't that be freaking awesome to rub it in their noses that, oh yeah, man, I built a better team than you. Dude, that will give me bragging rights for at least a week. So, found out, no you can't. Go fig. So, anybody that I'm going to be playing with on the NHL, I'm going to be using the Hurricanes. I mean, if I can beat you with that, then you just, well, the Canes are getting better, but still. I have played season mode on previous games, and it looks like it's similar to previous games as well. Shootout mode, not much change there. Playoff mode, that has always been awesome. Even like during off season, you want to see a tree and you want to see it done with your teams that you want to see in the playoffs instead of that. You know what? I'll just leave that alone. And be a pro. That's always fun. And practice, training. I spend half my time on there just because I can't figure out how to do some of these tricks. And the tricks have been getting better. That's what they've been updating on. You can do the lacrosse move in this game that was invented by one of our Hurricane players. And boom, can't believe it. And I think that's going to be it for my NHL portion of this video. Now, I did say did say I would have to rethink my PlayStation values in saying PlayStation has the best VR games. Yes, guys, I have ventured into the great beyond and got me an Oculus Quest. And I would have to say, sorry, PlayStation, but the Oculus Quest beats you hands down. Even though y'all have the better games. And I will go into more detail on the reason why. First, the reason analog sticks. Analog sticks are the number one reason why the Oculus Quest is better. Even though I am a PlayStation fanatic, PlayStation all the way kind of guy. And let me get closer to this camera just so I can tell you. I would love to play Skyrim on the Oculus Quest 2 through the computer, but none of my computers are compatible with VR yet. And while we watch the Carolina Hurricanes play on against my Among Us team, I'm just going to sit here and talk to you about this main issue that I have with the PlayStation. Now, I did hear PlayStation has fixed their issue with the analog stick issue with something called PlayStation XR. Now, I haven't heard of any release dates yet. It's just a trailer, so I don't know how true that is. Look it up online when you have a chance and tell me what y'all think. I would really love to hear that. But as of right now, this was my main to-go PlayStation. And sorry for the see-through. I thought I fixed that. I really did. I really thought I fixed that. But you know, this y'all can tell this is the PlayStation VR that I have truly loved and truly loved playing Skyrim in that thing. But I don't like using the VR Move controllers that we've had since PlayStation 3, maybe 2. That's so I play my Skyrim with the regular controller with my VR helmet. Now there is a lot of flaws and details in that, and PlayStation did try to fix or updated their controller where you can move around like you can on the Oculus or any other VR that literally has this controller that has that. Oh, look at that PlayStation, an analog stick. Um, and so I've actually went and bought an Oculus because I thought it'd be great to play VR anywhere, pick up anywhere that I can go and not hook up to a computer. And yes, the gaming on the Oculus is still far down if you can't hook it up to a computer for major games because Oculus Quest doesn't have that many major games, which Oculus Quest, do me a favor, get Skyrim on there so I can download Skyrim for this headset with the killer graphics, if not better than PlayStation. That is the only reason I will tell people get the Oculus Quest. If you can do that for me, I'd be so thankful. Because right now, like I said, I cannot, none of my computers support VR technology. And in that case, that is also where I think PlayStation is still equal to, if not greater, than the Oculus Quest. And the feature that my game system is VR compatible already, and I don't have to worry about updating, hacking, fixing, or trying to figure out which slot that a graphic card fits in a laptop or a stand-up tower PC. As you can tell, I am not that computer illiterate of fixing one myself so I can have a great PC. So, I'm still limited in my VR game playing. But for anybody who wants to get into VR and get in a good step, I like how the Oculus Quest I like how the Oculus guys made the Oculus Quest 2. And the fact that there is actually some games that's like worth playing uh, and downloading. Like VR chat is one of my main things I like. There's so many worlds in there, and I found Among Us in there, and nobody was there at the time, but none of my family members can get VR, so I can't invite them. But with that being said, I did find a phone game for this thing, and you can either be the tree or the squirrels. The tree is in the VR Oculus Quest, which is weird that you have to pay for it, but it's free on the phone. I think I just got scammed. But it is worth it in the sense that the tree is you're the tree and you have fun throwing squirrels around. Yeah, you'll get it. But the Oculus Quest, I do like it. I do think it's up there with PlayStation. I will say that, and I hate to say, I really, really hate to say it, but Oculus Quest does beat PlayStation on this term. That I can literally play this anywhere without hooking up multiples and multiples of cords. And I'm always a PlayStation guy. I talk crap about PC every chance I get. But I have to say, since this is Oculus Quest and they're technically a PC device, technically, I will give PC a thumbs up for the Oculus Quest 2. However, the only reason I am saying that the PlayStation is equal to Oculus Quest 2 is because I have not been able to play VR games on the PC yet. I'm still working on that. None of my PCs not even my gaming laptop, for some reason I have to have a higher processor, but yet computers are so high and continue to climb when PlayStation stays at the low old price that I'm used to at 400 some odd dollars. Cost efficient, get a console, don't have to worry about upgrades. Get a computer and have to upgrade every 6 months. Pieces are probably about 60 to thousands of dollars to upgrade. Yeah, console's still winning in my opinion on that concept. So I'm still a PlayStation. I'm still PlayStation. PSVR. And that PlayStation VR that I mentioned earlier, PlayStation RX. I think when this comes out, they're gonna give Oculus a really run for their money. Uh, from what I saw in the trailers, my only concern is that they said this can be backwards compatible. If that's the case, I really want to buy the controllers for my old one because my old one works fine. But there is a few features that I do like in that new headset, and I am very much debating on if I want to get that or not. And if PlayStation watches this video, somebody hashtag them in it, please, or something. I don't know. Tell them to watch the butt end of the show. Uh, if there was any way I can video test gaming that PlayStation RX, let me know. I really would love to do that. Just so I can say, yep, it beat Oculus. Yep, PlayStation rules all the way. Go PlayStation. By the way, let me just add something here. All the consoles have been trying to keep up with PlayStation. And now we sell our titles to cross platforms. Which, by the way, guys, Xbox fans especially, you might have Halo, but last time I checked, y'all was crying for our Kingdom Hearts series, and we had to sell it to you. But just to make you mad, we sell the rights to put it on the Game Boy first, which all the Kingdom Hearts fans say that was a crappy game, and I do too. Anywho, Nintendo got it before y'all did. All y'all wanted our games, so now we sell it across platforms. And Kingdom Hearts is still a PlayStation game, so any of you fanatics that think Sora needs to be in Smash Brothers, not cool. Sora should never, and heaven forbid, be in Smash Brothers. Because he's not a Nintendo character. He never was a Nintendo character. He was a PlayStation character. Okay? His game, Sora Kingdom Hearts, started on the PlayStation. PlayStation should have any rights before Nintendo putting him in Smash Brothers. Okay? Nintendo PlayStation had All Stars. If he was in that, I would be okay. But that game did not sell, so no, he's not going to be in there. Anywho, no Smash Brothers. PlayStation, everybody's been trying to keep up with PlayStation, and that's also why you had Oculus and HTC Vive come out with a VR headset about the same time as PlayStation, because they already knew PlayStation was going to dabble in the VR virtual space world, whatever, gaming. By far, PlayStation is the easiest VR setup, still the easiest and best played, in my opinion. And all y'all can probably hate me for that later. But you can't tell me that all these other systems are better. I'll do this for you, okay? Cost efficiently wise, PlayStation. If you already had a PlayStation 4, you spent $400, give or take. All right, and then you've already got the camera. You save $20. All right, and then the PlayStation VR comes out. Let me remind you that PlayStation VR came out at $400, like the PlayStation. Yes, it was like buying two separate consoles. But let's do some math. Compared to Oculus and HTC Vive, you have to make sure your computer is VR compatible. So let's see, buy a PC that's about $1,000 or higher, and then your VR starter kit for the Oculus and HTC Vive, it was roughly about $600 to $700, maybe $800, give or take. And I am already over budget of trying to figure this out. Okay, so when Oculus thought of this idea of a Quest, the first gen, which I kicked myself for not buying, by the way, it was $400, $500 for the higher memory, which me personally did get, and then you have all these games that they got on there. And these are very good games, by the way, from Oculus. I'll give you one example, Darth Vader Immortal. Dude, I felt like a Jedi playing that game so bad. Oh, more Star Wars VR games, please. Uh, please. Uh, and I got the VR Star Wars Darth Vader Immortal pack on the PlayStation. I did not like the point move, point move, point move. They didn't update it like they did Skyrim. And that's the only thing that sold me on the Oculus Quest was, hey, I finally get my analog stick. I can finally free roam. Free roam PlayStation analog stick. So when I saw the PlayStation had their concept of the new VR RX series, I jumped for joy when I see the controllers. Just look that video up and literally look that up and look at the controllers, because that, if PlayStation goes through with that headset up, Oculus, HT Vive, you can forget it. I mean, seriously, you can forget it. You're going to be only selling to rich kids. And PlayStation, the thing I like about PlayStation, they make it cheap enough. They make it cheap enough, they make it worth your while of investing in a PlayStation system. I'm 30 years old. Oh god. 30. I feel old. But I've been with PlayStation ever since the first concept of PlayStation 1. I have the original console still. Still have the original PlayStation 2, 3, 4, and soon, in the near future, after they fix the bugs, I will have a PlayStation 5. And but I'm gonna actually wait on that one for a bit for various reasons, because I have so many games now that I need to finish. Also, the games are very short. There's not that many games just for the 5 yet, so I'm gonna wait till their library picks up just a little bit as well. Uh, but again, I seriously been debating about PlayStation versus Oculus Quest, and Oculus has beat them in some areas, but PlayStation has beat them in others. So that is my rundown. Uh, Now, if you had the PlayStation 4 and you're thinking about PlayStation VR, or you're thinking about buying the Oculus Quest, if you can find them, I think that's the main concern right now. If you can find the Oculus Quest and word of advice, don't go to Amazon. Those people are selling those things for $600, which is a scam. You're losing money. Don't do it. Go to the Oculus Quest website and see if they still got it for $400 or $500. You get $600, that's $100 over than the total value of the headset. Just to throw a caution out there. But if you look at it, I would recommend the Oculus Quest just for this various reason. You can literally take this anywhere and play it anywhere. They've got games that you don't need a Wi-Fi to play. And then if you do got a game that's a Wi-Fi multiplayer, I mean anywhere that has Wi-Fi you can do this. It's phenomenal. I like the concept of what they did with the Oculus Quest VR. Safety wise, plus I don't have to worry about hooking up to computers if I don't want to. They do have a cord that you can hook up to a computer if you want to play computer VR, and if your computer has VR capabilities. That is the big concern and the big issue. Remember what computer you have. Does it have the VR aspects? Because there's a lot of screen sharing you can do in this game if your computer is compatible. I did try it with my gaming laptop. It is blurry as crap. It's not going to work. Somehow it recognizes it, but it's just down. Uh, so remember what computer you have before you think about investing in any VR headsets. But the best buy right now is the Oculus Quest, just because they actually made this headset cheap enough and good enough to equal to the PlayStation VR. But the PlayStation, in my opinion, still beats Oculus Quest because I can play Skyrim. Uh, Even though I have to use a regular controller, but I still can play Skyrim. The only drawback to the Oculus Quest, it can work on a PC if you want it to, and if you have the right PC, you can play games like Skyrim off of Steam. But Oculus Quest, it sold me as in it has its own library. They made their own library, and most of the games that came out for the Oculus Quest 1 did come out for the Oculus Quest 2, where it's a cross-platform on that sense, which was a very smart move in my opinion. Uh, the graphics are just a tad bit sharper than PlayStation, and that as far as I'm gonna go with it. Outside of that, it's just the same as the PlayStation. Uh, So that is it for this video. That's all I wanted to talk about today. And yeah, I know this was a long video. I took up about 12 minutes in the game. I know this was a long video, and if you watched it this far, I thank you. Uh, I will end this broadcast with this. If you made it this far in the video, I hope you hear and understand what I'm saying. If you're in America and you're an American citizen, stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember that God blessed us a nation with the freedoms of religion, freedom of speech, freedom to be yourself, uh, pretty much all of our rights that we have today. We are America. We are American citizens. We should have learned throughout our history, and I'm quoting and adding some from Martin Luther King, where he says, "Don't judge me by the color of our skin, but by the color of our character. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, whatever. You want to be my friend, I'll be your friend." We're setting ourselves back. So remember, we're all Americans. One shouldn't be over the other. One bad apple does make a bad bunch, but don't treat everybody like the one guy who treated you bad. That is the best way I can say that. Be higher, be better, and we're America. People has died on a frontline battle zone so we can keep our rights, our freedoms. And don't get mad that your guy that you voted in or voted for did not win the election, or the guy who you dislike wins the election. I'll go ahead and say it. I lost the election. Now my job is to pray for the next guy. And I think that's what America is really missing right now is prayer. Uh, we have forgotten to pray for one another, be friends to one another, and I am the first one to say I need a lot of work in that area. But just remember, we're all Americans, even gamers. We're all Americans. We all need to come together. And I'm going to pray for America. That's all I can do. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for watching it this long. I know this is one of my longest videos, but I hope y'all enjoyed my creative team, and please somebody got the joke. I was making fun of a game that my cousins got me into during the holiday break. I hope they see this. I mean, I really do. They would so totally laugh at this. So, see you guys later. I hope y'all have fun. Enjoy the hockey games. Enjoy the sports that are back, even if you still got to be at home watching it on the TV screen, which I'll save that for another day of complaining about cable. But yeah, this is hockey. I like hockey, and hockey's playing. I'm wondering if the Canes are winning. Signing off just so I know, so I can find out. So again, guys, sorry for the long goodbyes. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and go back to the other videos. I've got plenty plenty of gaming videos, especially with the Skyrim VR. Go back, watch it. Go back when I dissed Fortnite for the longest time, still dissing it. I hate all the updates. Every time I log in, there's a new update, new update, new update. Hate that, hate that, hate that. Just watch my videos. I'll see y'all next time, and thanks for watching. Do 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 do. Whoops.